Do you ever go through drum fills that are quite easy to learn, but once you sit at the kit and actually play them, they just don't sound that cool? This video is for you. So I've compiled 5 easy drum fills to play that beginners can get into, and they sound a bit more interesting than the general ones that are usually taught for beginner drummers. I'm going to dive straight into it. I will explain each one on its own, and then I will play it at different speeds on the drums, and then you need to take them and try them yourself. Number 1, we're just going to use our hands around the drums. It's a combination of 8th notes and 16th notes, and they're grouped so that it's quite easy to follow. On beat 1 here, we're going to play 2 simple 8th notes on the snare drum. On beat 2, we're going to play 1 8th note, and then we're going to play 2 16th notes. So it's going to go da, 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 2 and da. On beat 3, we're going to play 1 8th note on the snare drum with your right hand, and then you're going to play another 8th note on the rack tom with your left hand. We're going to round it out on beat 4 by just playing 2 16th notes, 2 on the snare, 2 on the floor tom, and then a crash on beat 1. Groove number 2, a bit trickier, but still easy to pick up. For beat 1, you're going to play 4 16th notes, and that's going to go 1 on the snare, 1 on the rack tom, 1 on the floor tom, and then a kick. So that goes right, left, right, kick, da, dum, dum, kick. On beat 2, you're going to play the snare drum with your right hand, and you're going to play the hi-hat with your left hand at the same time, but you're going to keep it open. Keeping it open like that adds a bit of dynamic texture, which is what makes this drum fill sound cool. Then on the and or beat 2, you're going to play the snare twice again, so and what's happening there is you go hi-hat and snare, and so 2 and On beat 3, you're going to do the same thing as beat 1, snare, tom, tom, kick. And then on beat 4, you're just going to put both hands together on the snare drum and the floor tom. After playing your hands together like that, you're going to have a little bit of a break, and then you're going to crash on beat 1 of the next bar. Drum fill number 3 is quite interesting. You're going to keep your hands in the same place, but it's going to be a little bit trickier to master. What you're going to do here is just alternate between your hands and your foot. The rhythm is basically just going to sound like this. And that's it. Drumful number 4 you may have heard before, but this is a combination of two really popular drumfulls. The first one is called Pat Boon Debbie Boon, so that's when you go right, left, right, left, right. Play that on the snare drum and the rack toms. The next fill you're going to fit in there is called the bucket of fish fill. What it is a triplet, but don't worry about what a triplet is at the moment. Just think of the phrase bucket of fish and then just play that phrase on the drums. Bucket of fish, dukkadukung. And what that is you're going right, left, right, kick, dukkadukung, right, left, right, kick, bucket of fish. So the first two groups of notes there are going to go Pat Boon, Debbie Boon, bucket of fish, and then you're just going to round it out with a snare drum with your left hand. Last fill, which sounds really cool, is a combination of techniques that were used in previous fills. It's going to start with this pattern that goes right, left, kick, left, right, kick. And that's all going to be on the snare drum and the bass drum. After the second kick, you're going to play right, left, and then you're going to do the same pattern that we've done before, which is right, left, right, kick, snare, and open hi-hat together. And there we go. Those are 5 easy-ish drum fills that sound way cooler than all the beginner drum fills that you have learned before. They may take a little bit longer to learn, but the techniques you use here are kind of easy to pick up, and they sound really cool when you apply them to the drums. If you want to get the notation that I've put for all these fills, head to my Patreon page. I always upload all the PNGs there so that you can just download them and put them on an iPad or your laptop and play along. Those PNGs really help when you learn these types of things because they stop you from having to scroll on the video to kind of find the fill that you want to find. You can just download it and there it is. Also, if you're looking for something more structured and you really want to up the process of learning to play the drums, I highly recommend checking out Drumeo. There's a link in my description for a 30-day free trial. You don't need to pay anything. You get access to all the stuff on Drumeo Edge. It is literally the most high value drum education content I know of. So if you're a beginner drummer and you're wanting to kind of get something a bit more Drumeo Edge is a really good platform to sign up to, and you can try it for free for the first 30 days if you click the link below. Thanks guys, I'll see you in the next one.